Welcome, everybody. Welcome to our inaugural episode of When Your Parents Insist on Staying. I'm Tammy Sermons, the owner of Gracefully at Home Caregiving and the area director of the Southeast Florida Eldercare Planning Council. And I'm thrilled to launch this weekly series where we'll dive into unique challenges and rewarding experiences of caring for aging parents at home. As many of you know, the journey of supporting loved ones can be filled with tough conversations, emotional decisions, and often a juggling act between our work and personal life and caregiving responsibilities. Today, we'll explore a delicate balance of ensuring our parents will receive the care they need while respecting their desire for independence. Now, throughout this series, I, along with some of my distinguished guests, will share expertise, insights, and personal stories aiming to empower you with the knowledge to navigate this journey with empathy and confidence. So without further ado, I would love to introduce you to some of my colleagues from across the country. First, we have Nurse Galena of Nurse Galena's Caregiving of New Jersey. Welcome, Galena.
Hi,
Thank you for
thank you.
joining us.
Yes, of course. Thank you for having me, Tammy. This is going to be good, and this is a very needed conversation. But
Yes.
thank you. Yes.
Thank you. And then we have Stella Insong with the Caregiver Relief Network. Welcome, Stella. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, Tammy. Thanks for having me. I am so excited. This is the kind of forum that every family needs to log on to at least once a month, because every day something is going on, and family caregivers need support. They need to know where to go for good information. They need to know where to go to get action steps. What do I do now? Mom doesn't want to move to assisted living, and I think it's time, right? So this is great. I am glad that you are having this. It's going to be very useful.
Oh, thank you so much for being here. I just want to ask you all, real quick, what are some of the common questions that family members come to you with when it's that time to be the caregiver?
Colleen, I think you should go first.
Oh, definitely. So we actually get phone calls every day, different situations, right? So we have two different spectrums. We have families that are professional in the field work and at the same time want to be able to give the respect and dignity and are so lost, don't know where to turn to, what to do, where to seek answers from, really. And then you have parents who want to either age at home or want to get a little more information about the assisted living to see if it's even the right time to go to an assisted living. So there's a lot of different questions that cloud the person, and that's where we come in as experts and be able to guide them in the right direction. But we get phone calls, for example, just recently we got a phone call. A son calls and he lives out of state, comes in once in a while. And when he actually came in, he found his mom not the way he thought he would find her, right? So he said, I thought mom was doing good. Every time we talk, oh, everything is fine. He says, I came last night and it is not fine. He says, that's not what I expected to see. So, of course, he told me a little more, and that's where a lot of questions kind of now lingering, and he wants to know before he leaves, what can I put in place so that now I know I did right by mom and mom is in safe hands. So we went over different, conversations and discussions, which I'm sure you'll cover here. We get also dementia, right, is on the rise. A lot of people, again, not sure. Safety is a big concern. Meanwhile, they want to leave mom in the house. What can we do? What can we put in place? So there's definitely a whole lot of information that we can share with everyone.
Right, right. And it's so important because we know that when we become family caregivers, it's usually by accident, right? It's usually an emergency. It's
Yep.
usually like you get that phone call in the middle of the night or while you're at work saying, mom or dad has fallen. We need you to come right away. And so all of a sudden we find ourselves thrust into this role that we never thought we'd be into. And more importantly, we haven't planned for. So I think there are going to be some great insights shared with people about the planning process, because it's not if it happens, but usually it's when it happens.
Yes.
And Stella, I'm interested in knowing what are some of the questions that you get.
I get I think the most frequently asked question that I have to answer is, what do I do now? And that's preceded with a little story. There's always a story and then what do I do now?
Yeah.
So examples of stories. My dad refuses help, but his house looks untidy. His neighbor says he's fallen a few times in the driveway trying to get the garbage out. And he don't want to accept help. What do I do now?
Yeah.
Yes. Or the long distance family caregiver, they live all the way across the country. And then the neighbor calls and leaves a voice note, then or voicemail, then they get the call back, and then they say confusion. There's a story that has pieces that just don't quite connect because the neighbor doesn't know the whole background. There's the daughter, the son that's, filling in the blank. Then I get the question of, what do you do when XYZ? So there's always a story, and then what do I do now? So I'm really glad that you're having this because we can answer some of those questions here and help our community find answers to their present caregiving situations.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you both for sharing. So we'll be delving into those questions that Galina and Stella mentioned, plus many more. Some of the questions I get is, how do I identify when it's time for mom to move, to either move in with us or to go into a nursing home? How do I know? What are the signs to look for? What do I do when mom or dad are resistant for care? They're resistant. They don't want to go anywhere. They want to stay in their house, but they don't want to bring any help in. How do I navigate that? So these are some very important questions, and these are real world scenarios that happen. So we're happy to be here with you every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to answer your questions, to give you that guidance, to help you with the planning, because we believe that the people who cared for us and sacrificed so much for us deserve to age with dignity, care, and respect. And we're here to help you with that process. Is there anything else you all want to add before we end?
Well, let's see. Galina, should you go first or should I go first?
No, I was just gonna ask, and we'll ask and also share that they have the ability to put their questions in the chat at any time. And Tammy, do you want to share your phone numbers, your emails, how they can contact you also?
Yes, I was going to do that at the end. So our phone number here is 561-218-4703. Our phones are answered by a live person 24 hours a day. If for any reason you get the voicemail, it means we're helping another family, but we'll get back to you as soon as possible. You can also go on our website at www.gracefullyatHome.com, or you can email us at gracefullyatHome247@gmail.com, and we'll be sure to get right back with you.
Oh, Tammy, I like your email 24/7.
Yes.
I was gonna just say that.
That is wonderful. So here's one thing that I want to add. Caregiving is a really, really, really amazing thing. But it is the one thing that can destroy other areas of your life if you don't have the tools.
Yeah.
How can something so wonderful, so giving, so compassionate be also the thing that can be destructive? So we have heard caregiving be called the silent productivity killer.
Yeah.
Right? Corporations will tell you that
Yeah.
when their employees have to be caregivers, productivity suffers. We've seen caregiving be the thing that destroys relationships because things happen unexpectedly. Roles get to change, requests get made, demands get placed on different people. And I have seen caregiving actually split marriages and families. Right? So it's as much as it is a good thing, it also comes with a lot of burden. And planning and having tools, like you said, Tammy, would be one of the ways that people can navigate it and do very well. So I am glad that you have these, and I think it will be very useful to us.
Absolutely.
I also wanna add just to Stella because it's so right. I actually got a phone call yesterday morning where the family had, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this conversation in some way or the other. Mom has ALS, and she's in her, end stages. The daughter wants to be the daughter, but then at the same time, she's a caregiver, not sleeping at night because she's afraid that something can happen. So she's awake at night, and then she's awake during the morning because mom now needs to be attended to. So it came to a point where she found herself that she's not the way she normally she says, I'm very loving and caring. She says, I hate myself for being who I am now because I know that's not me.
Mhm.
So she's come to realize, like, okay, if you want to be the daughter and play that role, you can also be a caregiver 24 hours, because now you're kind of mixing and matching, and it's having an effect, right? Or having a toll on you.
Right.
So she made the move. She gave us a call yesterday morning, and right last night we already started the care for her mom.
That is wonderful.
Right, so
Yeah.
we relieved her the whole night. So we're there from 8 p.m. to 6 in the morning. That gave her the ability to sleep and shower. And then this morning when she woke up, we had a conversation. She says, "This is the first day in 3 weeks. I felt
Oh,
like," yeah, she says, "I felt like I am me." Yes,
oh,
and it was so rewarding to hear that.
the power of good care.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
no, that made my
yes,
day. I said the stories 5 times today.
yeah,
So, and I'm sure people can relate, there's different types of, conditions and, and medical diagnosis that at the end of the day brings you to that, to that type of situation where you want to be who you want to be, but then at the same time it becomes a little too much. It's like, where do I draw the line? Right. So,
Because you cannot be effective in one role playing two different positions.
exactly.
You can be, right? If you're either the daughter or you're the caregiver, it's close to impossible for you to be gratifying and balanced and objective and well and thriving
Yeah,
in those two positions in that one situation. Yes.
yeah,
So
yeah,
tell me, maybe one of the things we should add is we should add the phases of caregiving to be one
yes,
of the things that we should talk about.
yes,
It's
because that is
that's
real.
an eye opener.
It is an eye opener. And I can say from experience,
Mhm.
because I've walked the walk, right? With
Yes.
both my mom and my dad.
Mhm.
And it's
Yes,
a journey. It's
it is.
really a journey. And you
Yeah.
go through all of those phases.
Yep.
And so the better you're equipped with it, the better
Yes.
you'll be able to handle it. And that's why we're going to
Absolutely.
be here to help
Yes.
you navigate those times and that
Yes.
journey of family
Yes.
caregiving. So
Yes.
again, thank you for joining us this evening. Thank you, Stella. Thank you, Galina, for joining me. Meet
Sure.
us here every
Yes.
Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bring your questions, bring your
Bring
friends,
them.
bring your family, and
Yes,
we'll
right.
be here to see you.
All
Take
right.
care, and until the
Take
next
care,
time,
guys. See you
bye.
soon.
bye.
See
Bye-bye.
you soon.